As a personal trainer with ankylosing spondylitis, and as someone who's been in the health and fitness business for over a decade, there's many times where I've questioned myself, is this career for me? What am I even doing here? There's been times where I've limped in person when I was working in person as a personal trainer. There's times I've limped around showing exercises. There's times I've limped showing exercises at home over Zoom. I've been in pain while I've shown exercises sometimes. I've shown exercises that me personally I can't do myself. So the mental hurdles are there. All those mental games are there where, can I even do this? What am I even doing here? Am I lying to myself? Am I lying to others? So I've had to accept that being a personal trainer with ankylosing spondylitis, things might look a different way for me, right? I've been doing this a long time, but there's been times where I've questioned, what am I even doing here, right? Because I'm supposed to be this fitness guru, this AS fitness personality, and I'm limping, right? What, can I even move well? Can I even loosen up? Is my posture bad? So the mental game of ankylosing spondylitis that we all deal with, you know, this is something that I've tried to put a lot of emphasis on for myself, for my clients too, because maybe we even know what to do to fight AS, whether it's medication, nutrition, exercise, meditation, mindfulness, go down the list. Sometimes we know and we're trying everything we can, but we're still dealing with the ups and downs of it. You know, for a lot of us, we feel good some days, we feel better some days, and then we can feel worse just out of nowhere. It can really go up and down. Everyone's journey is a little different. A lot of us are dealing with morning stiffness that we continuously have to break up no matter what. You know, when I went away for a couple weeks and my clients were off and I was off, it was like everyone came back stiffer because they weren't doing as much. And, you know, that can wear on you to just take a few weeks off, to take a few days off, and you come back stiffer. But once we get back into it, people find that they're right back where they were. So there's a lot of mental games with this. For me, I've had a lot of it because I've dealt with sciatica. I've dealt with some postural issues early on with AS where I was definitely hunched over a little bit. And then when you look around, you see pictures of poor posture, and then you can start thinking, oh my God, am I doing really bad with this? Am I doing worse? Have things gotten much worse? So every day can be a different battle. So what I've tried to do is, first, I've tried to be honest about my journey and, all right, maybe we're dealing with all this, but what if we can get healthy through it? What if we can still work out and still find a way to keep going? And then that's a superpower. If we're dealing with all this, if we're dealing with ups and downs, the tightness, the stiffness, what if we can keep going? And what if we can get healthy? What if we can find ways to strength train, to get looser, to just get a little better each day and to keep going with it? Even if we fall into those dips, what if we just try to keep going? For me, sometimes I'm just going in the sauna. I'm just doing gentle stretching. I'm just walking. And then when I feel better, I ramp it up a little bit. But on those days I'm feeling terrible, today I wasn't feeling great, but I said to myself, just get there. Just get to the gym. That's it. Just get there and see what happens, right? Just start walking. Just start doing a couple stretches that I know feel good. And then I kept building on that confidence over the years. And even when I fell on times of maybe limping around, I said, well, maybe I'm limping around. Maybe my posture is not so good sometimes because of the inflammation, but I've still been able to keep going, and I've used that as motivation. I've used that as a tool to say, look at us, how we can keep going through all this, through all the struggles, through kind of this lifelong approach of all the struggles. And I think that's okay. I realize that that's okay. Maybe I limp around from time to time, but I'm feeling pretty good overall. There's gonna be sometimes I'm feeling worse, but overall I'm feeling good, and I keep kind of going on that energy of the fact that we're warriors. That's it. We're warriors. The things I've seen out of folks with ankylosing spondylitis, the determination, the motivation to keep going, even when you don't feel it yourself, that, you know, you can really feel down a lot with this, but from the outside looking in, I see a lot of people are just pushing through, trying to do anything they can to keep going. And that is something to hold on to, and that is something to use as motivation. You know, sometimes it's just about keeping going, and that doesn't mean spending hours in the gym. That just means doing anything through those hard times. Even just meditation, mindfulness, you're going in the sauna, you're doing anything just to keep a healthy mindset. And then, the next day is going to be better, and we keep going. See you next time.